Basically, to understand acne, so there's an inflammatory kind and there's a non-inflammatory kind. So,
Okay.
you know, your blackheads and whiteheads, the tiny, outbreaks that you see on your face, they are basically the dead skin cells which have got accumulated. But the problematic ones are the inflammatory ones, which are absolutely painful and pussy, and they leave scars on your face, they're red, and that's what shatters people's confidence. For acne, the root cause is your immunity and inflammation. And your immunity, 70% of it is in your gut.
Wow.
Comes from your gut. So basically having a healthy gut is very important. We don't move our face other than eating and and cringing and smiling and all of that. But there are certain muscles, we have a lot of muscles in our face which don't move. So the lymph nodes get stagnant, that's why the puffy eyes, it's swelling over here in the morning, feeling bloated. So when you actually move, you allow your lymph nodes to flow, and then the bacteria gets a chance to get out of there.
Feeling beautiful inside is obviously a must, but then who does not love glowing skin? Acne has to be one of the most common problems which we deal with every day. I have with me Integrative nutritionist and a lifestyle educator, Miss Neha Ranglani. Thank you so much for being on Pinkvilla.
Thank you, Avantika. Thank you.
Yes.
I love being here, you know it.
Yes. So like we mentioned, acne has become like a common problem, and irrespective of what your gender is, it's become a common problem with like teenagers. So what are like the symptoms, or how does it come into place?
So basically, see, our skin is our largest organ, if you go to see, right? And our skin depicts everything about our health. So the way your skin looks, it's how you are inside. So if your skin is not doing very well and it's breaking out, that means there is something definitely going wrong deep within your body, right?
Oh wow, okay.
And we need to look at it that way. We look at it very topically. Most of us be like, oh, I used the wrong cream, so I got acne. Oh, all of that is a factor, but a lot of it comes from the within. And acne, a lot is to do with your immunity and inflammation.
Okay.
So I'll get on that a little deeper later. But basically, to understand acne, so there's an inflammatory kind and there's a non-inflammatory kind. So your blackheads and whiteheads, the tiny outbreaks that you see on your face, they are basically the dead skin cells which have got accumulated. But the problematic ones are the inflammatory ones, which are absolutely painful and pussy, and they leave scars on your face, they're red, and that's what shatters people's confidence.
Oh god. Okay, so why do we get these painful ones, like the inflammatory ones?
Yeah, so basically we have lymph nodes all through our body, and these lymph nodes pick up the bacteria, virus, and all the pathogens and all the dirt which is passing through our lymph, which is a vessel throughout our body, which circulates throughout our body. It's a different circulatory system.
Okay.
So when these bacteria, viruses, and pathogens get into the lymph nodes, they're basically deactivated, or they are basically killed by these lymphocytes, which are your immune cells.
Okay.
Now when your immunity is not doing very well, your immune cells are not able to fight the bacteria, these pesky things get into your layers of your skin and then come up here, and then the skin and the body tries to kind of arrest it through its white blood cells and all of it, and that's when you get your pus, and that's when you get like a red inflammation of the boil over here.
Oh god, okay.
Pimple.
And what about hormonal acne? Like I've heard it way too often.
Yeah,
so what is hormonal acne?
So today we see a lot of hormonal imbalances in women, especially high testosterone, that's high male hormones, PCOS, and in general hormonal imbalances. And when your testosterone is way higher than it should be, so women also have testosterone, but if it's way higher, then the testosterone leads to excess oil production by the oil glands in the skin, and that is what then the bacteria gets more food, and that's how it gets trapped over there, and then it creates like a ripple effect all over your face, which is so painful and so self-esteem shattering basically. Yeah.
And so if I want to get rid of acne, because clearly one has to get rid of acne, and if I want to do it naturally. So how do I do that?
Yeah, but then as you said, naturally, that's the only way to deal with something in the long run, because you have to get to the root cause of a problem. And for acne, the root cause is your immunity and inflammation. And your immunity, 70% of it is in your gut.
Wow.
Comes from your gut. So basically having a healthy gut is very important. Removing all the inflammatory foods which can damage the gut and which can cause a lot of inflammation and a lot of toxicity in your body has to be eliminated for a while to see what you do. So for most people, the common foods which actually cause problem are dairy, gluten, eggs, fried and processed foods
Okay.
obviously damage our gut, and we all know that. They kind of overtax our liver, which then doesn't let our digestive system do very well. So basically, eating a lot of natural foods, a lot of unprocessed foods, foods which don't have too many preservatives, too many additives, lots of fruits, greens. Your greens are the like best friends for your skin. They have all the minerals that your skin
requires.
needs. Yeah, and also hydrating your body, flushing out the toxins. So a lot of coconut water, not a lot of tea and coffee. Not doing that, doing a lot of herbal teas, doing a lot of lemon water. So in general, putting everything that's natural into your system and taking off all these foods which can actually cause a problem. Also the dairy and foods like these can increase the mucus and reduce the circulation of the lymph. So I think that's very important to eliminate that for a while and see how your skin does.
Any lifestyle changes, because we always talk about lifestyle, it's very, very important.
Yeah.
So any lifestyle changes or any tips that
Yeah.
could help, get rid of acne?
So one very important tip is movement.
Okay.
Now your lymph, which I'm talking, which kind of the lymph nodes which kind of pull the bacteria and they kill it. This system does very well when you move well. So it gets a circulation and kind of moves freely through your body, and it has more circulation for it to release the toxins out of your system. So movement is very important. So you could also, for some people who have access to, we have lot of good face yoga teachers available on Instagram, on YouTube. You could pick up a good one, do a little face yoga, or if you have someone who can teach you, firsthand,
Even
go
better.
to them, learn how to do face yoga, because when you do face yoga, you actually give your face, we don't move our face other than eating and, and cringing and, smiling and all of that. But there are certain muscles, we have a lot of muscles in our face which don't move. So the lymph nodes get stagnant, that's why the puffy eyes, it's swelling over here in the morning, feeling bloated. So when you actually move, you allow your lymph nodes to flow, and then the bacteria gets a chance to get out of there.
Okay.
So that movement is very important. Plus taking care of your sleep. So when you sleep well, we all know the body detoxifies, removes all the toxins from the system, does its job of killing the pesky stuff in us, and then building the good things. And stress management, because stress is the biggest gut damager.
Okay.
So when you take a lot of stress, your gut doesn't do well. Gut doesn't do well, your immunity doesn't do well. So we come back to the root cause, that's the stress.
Yeah.
So balancing stress, doing more restorative exercises like yoga, Pilates. If you're really stressed out, don't go out there mad and just trouble your body with intensive exercises. Go calm, breathe, relax. So yeah, I think these.
Don't you think, I'm maybe digressing a bit, but don't you think half the times people don't even know that they're stressed out?
Yeah. We are like the fish in the water who don't know we are wet. I always say
Yeah.
that. But we all have certain sort of if you have these kind of symptoms, you have weight which is not going away, you have poor skin, acne, dull skin, hair falling, you are stressed.
Okay.
Somewhere it is stress. Now stress can just be as simple as being hurried, or literally taking stress about a particular thing in your mind and kind of stressing over it again and again, overthinking. Living in the future is the biggest stress. We all are doing that.
Wow.
Either we are living in the past or we are living in the future. Where is the present moment? So past gives you a lot of depression, future gives you a lot of anxiety. That is stress for the body. You have to be here. You have to be here now, because this is what exists. Nothing else exists. And for people to understand that, it's very important.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So also, in context to acne, what kind of supplement can help us deal with it, or, taking care?
So along with foods, like I said, your fruits, nuts, seeds, greens, sprouts, all natural stuff helps very well. These foods kind of give you all the minerals and vitamins you need, but if you're a poor eater, you don't eat well on time, then I think you can add a few supplements into your system like zinc, magnesium does very well. Spirulina is very good for the skin. So it's a green powder which has, it's an algae which actually has a lot of minerals which helps the skin. B12 is very good for the skin. If your B12 is low, then your skin is not going to do very well. And vitamin C. A good form of vitamin C is very important. So, but that depends from person to person. Not everyone needs these. Like I said, integrative nutritionist is being more about understanding what that person needs. Not one thing works for everyone. So, but understanding where the person is deficient, what might help, and then so it's important for people to ask an expert what they should be taking, rather than just picking up something from somewhere and being like, okay, I'm going to try this, which could be damaging.
Okay. So any quick tip that you'd like to say, anyone who's suffering with acne,
So, just don't be too self-negative, and don't, kind of not look at yourself or stop loving yourself just because your face has certain breakouts, because it doesn't define you. It's just a problem which you can actually heal it and reverse it. But love yourself enough, accept your flaws, accept that there is a problem and work towards it. You know, don't get so negative about yourself. I think that's one thing that people generally become. They don't want to look at themselves, and that's so disheartening.
Yes. So clearly the key to any problem is to love yourself, and there's a solution for everything. Yes.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much again. It was a very it was a Pandora. I call you a Pandora of knowledge. So yes, yet again. Guys, if you all have any questions that you want to ask her, just drop in the comment section below. And also we'll do an Ask Neha segment soon wherein you can just drop in any questions that you have and she'll be happy to help.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So guys, for all of you who are so bogged down with all your health issues, let me give you an ending note. Your body can heal itself miraculously from any problem, provided you give it the right things, deal with it with a lot of love, and give it some rest and a lot of tender loving care. And what are you waiting for? Subscribe on Pinkvilla.